This is my fire damaged Porsche 944, and today we're going to be attempting to restore this engine, and hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have the cam belt replaced as well. So stick around and see how we get on. Before I started cleaning, this is what I was working with: heavy fire damage, oxidation, baked on grime and melted plastics everywhere. Alright, here we go. So this engine's been through the fire, literally. And what you're seeing here is me just wire wheeling off the layers of the burnt oil, the melted plastics and the gunk. It is a slow process, but this first pass is just about roughing off the worst. You'll soon see it to start looking a lot better soon, so stick with me. So while I carry on with this, I'm going to let you catch up and see what's going on behind the scenes and items that I've been taking home. So say hello to the past me. Yes, thank you, future self. So you join me here back at home in the smaller part of the garage, and we're in here and we're actually doing a lot of cleaning and a bit of painting of the engine parts. So this is what's been going on behind the scenes when we're not at the unit, and I just thought I'd bring you along and show you what we're up to, because we're now at a slow process which is boring, and that's cleaning everything, painting everything. So this has been going on since I actually started the engine. Well, since we got the engine out, I've been bringing bits home, doing bits at home, obviously what you've seen as well in the unit, been doing that as well. So there's been a lot going on, but I just thought I'd bring you along and show you what we're doing. So we've got aluminium, we've got steel, we've got high temp stuff, so all require different paint processes. So I'm just going to go through that today. Well, I say today, it's going to take a little while to go through all of this, but I just thought I'd show you the starting process, and then future me will show you some of the finished results of some of the other bits that we've done. And then we'll come back here and possibly see how we're getting on. So I'll catch you in a bit. Back to you. Right, now back in the unit, continuing on the engine. This area isn't oily, it's the black fire damage and oxidation. I'm starting here with a average size wire wheel just to clean and clear the main surface area, and then I switch to a smaller one which I've welded onto a bolt to make it a little bit longer, just to get into all the corners. We do this to ensure that when it comes to painting there won't be any contaminants left behind. Now back at home you can see it's daylight, and this small engine mount shows just how long one piece can actually take. This bracket had heavy oxidation from the fire and corrosion from whatever they used to put it out. So I'm wire wheeling to remove that layer. There's a lot of dust coming off. I did degrease it off camera before painting. I go ahead and I applied 3 thin coats of Etch primer. The first 2 coats still showed some stains, but after the 3rd coat it was uniform. And then finally I will finish it off with 3 coats of wheel silver. one engine mount complete. So that's ready to go back to the unit. Usually I would actually go through and prep everything all at once and then move on to painting them all together all at once. But just for the purpose of this video and for demonstrations, I've done just purely the one. So next week I'm just going to be carrying on restoring these, but we'll go into detail with Built Amber Hydrate 80, which is what I'm going to be using on any of the items that will be going silver. Any of the items that go in black, I'm just going to use Hammerite Black on some of the brackets. That'll be absolutely fine. So let's go back to the unit and see how future me is getting on with that engine and see if we've even managed to tackle the cam belt yet. Right, catch you soon. Alright, back in the unit, and thanks to this engine stand I can rotate this upside down, which makes wire wheeling the sump a lot easier. Imagine having to do this with the engine still in that engine bay. Anyway, I've been wire wheeling here for quite a while now, so there is areas where I have to apply the elbow grease degreaser, which is great for removing a lot of the gunk, and then a little bit of a rag to wipe away that dirt and that grime, and then back on with the wire wheeling. So it is a very long, tedious process. All this work and we're not even going for concourse. Oh, so we have this from past me. Lovely, thank you very much. And it is actually looking really good. So the engine, because this Porsche has been imported from Australia, I thought it'd only be right to have the engine, how they work on it in Australia, because they're upside down and all of that. So that's why we've got the engine upside down. But the bracket, I mean, look at the difference. That's incredible. So the plan will be to try and get the whole of the engine looking like this. Now, however, we have come across an issue. So this engine was recently, I think it's had its cam belt done not so long ago. The cam belt itself doesn't actually look too bad, although the idler on the balance belt, that's just flapping around doing nothing. What we have noticed was, because I want to take all of this timing gear off so that we can clean all of this area. Obviously, we're replacing the water pump, so there's no point cleaning the water pump. But what we have found was, while we were timing it up, all of these pulleys on here, all their little timing marks, all line up, except for the timing mark on the back here on the flywheel. So we're going to have to retime it because it is slightly out. It's a tooth out, but we'll get around to that at a later stage. Now, I was hoping to be at a stage today where we were actually attacking the cam belt, but this is day 2 on trying to sort the engine out and restore it and clean it, and it's just taking a long time. So I don't think we're going to have the cam belt done today. It's definitely something that we're going to have done very soon. Whether that'll be for next week, I really don't know. So yeah, I think we're going to leave it there because it's quite stressful. It's getting late, and I just want a break, because this is my life at the moment. Obviously, you saw from past me what I'm doing during the days, and now you can see what I'm doing in the evenings. It's relentless. So just want to say thank you to everyone that has supported the channel and myself, because I wouldn't be bothering doing this anyway. So if it wasn't for you guys. Right, gonna love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.